we're back again. Game crashes, game freezing. Hopefully it's not the system and it's just the game itself. Because this is starting to get a little, really frustrating.
Don't come closer, sir.
Especially after finding out I can't get all the collectibles.
This one of them. Wait! Come on, you coward!
We are trying to gather the cure for the epidemic. And now we're good. Happy Friday, folks. We found out Lady Ashbury's blood's been being used to create the scowls, and now we got to figure out how to fix it.
Good evening, Vampyr.
Are you here?
Not at all.
Really?
I need
the guard.
I need the antidote to.
It is within me to take your words as true.
I must stop a disaster.
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Doctor.
Thank you.
Unbelievable as it is. I wish you good luck, Reed.
I feel like I should be playing a fighting game next, just to get out some aggression.
Look at it! Vicious bugger!
I gotta talk to Lord Redgrave for the third piece.
Stupid beast!
You can't see me. Seriously. You know who won't be lucky? The citizens. Because I'm going to have a field day when I go dark.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my... Fancy...
You never... Right then. Show me what...
Why does nobody have white phosphorus?
A lot of people are talking about this Colossus.
Bumpy said she went missing. That's weird. Like I said in the previous stream, I was having such a good time with the game, but now now that I'm really starting to see the cracks, it's frustrating me.
Good evening, Miss...
And good evening.
Nothing about her mother.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Will it not let me embrace her?
Good evening.
And good evening.
Really?
Goodbye, Shop.
She's been quite busy these...
Really? That is so weird. It didn't let me embrace her. Not that I was going to. I was just curious if I had the opportunity to do so.
Good evening.
I won't.
Oh, I see. I gotta follow the path to do it. When would be a good time to eat the West End if I actually need to? I guess I need to, because I do need to corrupt all 4 zones. But when would be the best time to do so? Maybe now is as good a time as any. Or as I'm leaving to go turn Aloysius. Just wipe out this entire location.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Strategic with our culling. Which is why I gotta be semi-nice for a while. Monster. Where is Lord Redgrave? Oh, I bet he's in the basement, isn't he? There he is.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome, Lance-Bearer. To what do we owe this pleasure?
I've located the true origin of the epidemic, and I'm about to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lance-Bearer. Craft a legend to be sung to Ascalon recruits for the ages to come.
Oh, that's the door to the basement. Well, what's down here? As Ascalon members, we always tend to respect etiquette. We are in all ways members of the good society, sometimes recognized as public figures. We do not find our delight in orgies and bloodbath like our adversaries assert we do. And if one of us were caught in such caricatured and immoral act, he would receive the appropriate opprobrium. But what about the blood? What about its recreational use? How could we deny the ecstasy the vermilion ambrosia brings us? And with what else could we toast with, as any good fraternity should? To answer this delicate question, the law of conduct inside the club goes as follows. As long as the original mortal vessel is not brought inside our walls, each member is allowed to drink whatever he wants, for his own usage or to share it with friends. Drink what you want, deal with the way you want with the original vessel, but never inside the club, unless I personally authorize it on some occasion, of course. I can't believe I'm only missing 5 documents, yeah, 5 documents, but the problem is apparently that, the one thing I'm trying to do with all the collectibles is a weapon, which means since I can't get all weapons on this playthrough, I'm gonna have to do it again, get it again on the next playthrough. Is that literally all that was down here, was that one collectible? Unbelievable. Sorry, Lord Redgrave. Saw your secret torture chamber. If you know what I mean. Alright, I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Figure this is a perfect time to do it, because it takes forever to load. And we are back.
I may have a look at your goods.
Seriously? Oh, good. Yeah, but you're standing out in the open, buddy. That just means I gotta eat you there, then and there.
Hello.
Jonathan.
Subconsciously, Jonathan has issues with his mother. Wait, when did I pick up more white phosphorus?
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should be able to get to the sewers from the rich district. Since the rich district, I've already unlocked that door. Unless that's a different... No, that might be a different sewer system. Now that I think about it. If it's not telling me to go that way to the sewers, then the sewers they must want me to go to are different.
Burn it, boys!
Oh, that's right. There's a sewer entrance by the chick that likes rats. That's right. Because I found that by accident. I remember now.
It's locked.
Wrong one. Take care, Vicky. Hopefully I'll finish the playthrough today. If I recall, this one gets you to where the Fergal fight was. And I should be able to take this path to get back to the scows. Should be on the right track.
This place has been ransacked.
Uh-oh.
They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style.
Harriet.
I have this. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
Oh no. Oh no. Poor old Bridget. And I'm assuming those rats were to help get me blood for the boss fight. Now where are we going? You. What do you want?
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
What is your true purpose?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood. You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land.
Wait, what?
I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Why do I got the feeling this is foreshadowing a sequel already?
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me of this ancient.
The disaster.
Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they reappear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war?
What?
Is this a ruse of some kind?
This is like
She has been worshipped in many
this is like
forms.
Assassin's Creed jumping the shark with the
true nature
the first
of the Red
ones.
Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this. She is a vengeful mother.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, bittersweet.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Figured I'd open up that part. Even though, like I said, I know from what I've read in the past that you can't go back after finishing the story. Here we go. Like mother, or like daughter, like mother.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you. My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How
Harriet
can you stop
is
the
old
cause
Bridget
of
the Red
Rachel?
Queen.
Oh,
Here we go. Whoa! The acid bath apparently just insta-killed me. Whoops! The ending's just going weird. And like I said, it feels like it's foreshadowing a sequel. Unless the Red Queen's gonna show up as a secret boss at the end. Or it's not secret, but surprise.
Nobody ever helped me.
Burn, sweetie. Okay, this seems too... Called it.
How irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Me without blood.
Such innocence! Such guilt!
Whoa! Oh, they explode like the Doris fight. Got it. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Did something.
Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
Please tell me I can switch guns. Okay, pistol, not so good. Don't tell me she can heal herself too. No, that does not look like a good move. What the heck? Sides? Or sickles? Not size. Ow! Good thing I made those blood vials. Try this again. No! Finish her? Unnatural disaster.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most innocence.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
What the heck? What the hell ending was
So
that?
it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
She's a priest for
This
the
is my realm,
queen,
Ekon.
isn't
This
she?
is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow.
Safe in quotation marks.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace
Wow.
found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed.
That's
This
it?
catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbur's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone?
Seriously.
Precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
With your progeny at its head, it would not be long before this Econ Assembly catches a second wind. To discreetly control its plans is your decision to make.
Oh yeah, because I do control the guy.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now their dark list.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you...
Is that why her hair is always up? Is she hiding the boils?
Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them farewell.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
So that is all we are today. Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil.
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother.
Oh boy.
Maybe you should meet one day.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you.
It's locked, all right. The castle's walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
I do feel like they were leaving it open for a sequel. I just don't understand why they went this route for the ending. Just keep it vamps. Vamp on vamp violence. Is that so hard?
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume.
Dear Lady Ashbury, thank you for your recent letter. 1865. And all the good news it contains. I cannot wait to finally meet you when I arrive in London. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky, although I noted your wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You're welcome any day. We'll discuss this wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of an orphanage for young ladies, inspired by the French Maison Royale de Saint-Louis. Sadly closed when the French people chose, my God, I can't even write these words down, to cut the king's head off. Such a place, destined to provide a good education to gifted but poor orphan girls, will surely excite my friends here in the city. You can count on me and my influence to make your progress a huge success.
She must be here somewhere.
What's weird is I don't think I can sense her. Hello. Hey, she hasn't changed. Wait, 1666? 1795. Dear Mr. McAllister, the new legal owner of the Ashbury estate, I intend to quickly engage in the overdue maintenance and repairs of the walls. In the crypt of the castle. Among the few architects I invited to send forth proposals, I was most impressed by your respectful approach concerning renovations on historical buildings and their preservation. I would be glad to meet you at your convenience. My only request is that would be to speak to you directly and not your assistants. Any evening of next month would be agreeable. You may come to the castle, or I can meet you at your office as you prefer. If you agree to come to the castle, I could show you what kind of repairs and modifications I have in mind concerning the crypt, which may need considerable work and reconstruction.
Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Aww.
Elizabeth, my love, do you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep? I'm flattered. This castle is falling apart. That sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Hello.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
She's not a healthy carrier. Van Gogh. That's great. Somebody took the time to do that. That's awesome.
This painting looks suspicious. This is despicable. I have this. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Oh, that's him killing the dragon, aka the Red Queen.
One last switch.
Oh, that's a shield, so I need to find the moon.
Voila.
Angel came to me. Blessed be to God. Michael appeared to me last night in all his glory, shaped in glorious blood, to grant me eternal life at the dusk of my life. The apparition was so sublime and terrible that I could not help but lower my head and close my eyes. Struck by the divine gift, I fell to the ground, only to awake the next night. You will serve me as you served your kings, said the angel, before striking me with all his power. You will protect this land through the aeons to come. For all who knew me, I should now hide and retreat, for they consider me dead. Soon I will leave the company of men to serve my new purpose. Blessed be God. Michael appeared to me last night in my retreat under Temple Church, and asked me to prepare for battle. The land must be saved. Death is everywhere, the Black Death, an epidemic sent by the devil himself to punish mortals all over the world. My arm is strong. In the name of God I shall smite the enemies of mankind. England shall prevail. It is almost 20 years since my fight started against the devil, and the end is uncertain. From time to time, the plague, the Black Death, reappears in a village and a town, and each time the vicious minions of hell approach to get their share of the mortal suffering. Vampires, dreadful creatures. I won't let this land collapse. Until my breath, I'll serve and protect England. Tonight, in a small village of Hodgson, I met the most delicate soul I've seen in a long time. She was singing for the dead, singing for those she knew and loved, those killed by a new plague outbreak, without fearing for her own life. Her voice moved me, so I chose to let her live. I offered her eternal life as a reward for the virtue and most pious attitude. Her name is Elizabeth Englewood. I am not alone anymore. Together we shall praise God in all his glory for aeons to come. My heart is breaking, my soul is bleeding. Tonight my dear Elizabeth left me. I have taught her all I knew, all she needed to know. Now she must walk her own path through the ages. This is her wish, and I will respect it. Elizabeth Englewood, my sweet daughter, is gone. For now she wants to be known as Elizabeth Blackwood. I made her a promise. If she ever comes back to Hodgson, she will find me there managing the Bull Inn her parents owned before dying. William Marshall shall disappear for a few times too now that the Black Death is no more. Till we meet again, I shall be known as William Thorne, waiting for my angel to come back. So William Marshall and Elizabeth were together. The devil is work again. The Black Plague is back, reaping thousands of lives in London. I must sell the Bull Inn and go there. Once more, William Marshall shall protect the land. What have I done? I let the devil infect me. God forgive me. The terrifying creature I had to defeat was a demon straight from hell, an abomination of the flesh, a walking apocalypse. I had to trap the dreadful creature in St. Paul's Church and set the building on fire. Without the advice of Michael, I don't know if I could have defeated my enemy. The flames cleansed the city of the demon's presence, but half of London burnt down. Ever since I have dreamt of a red flood, of slaughter and rage. It's like the disaster has tainted my blood, my very soul. For the first time in centuries, I'm afraid I shall crawl back to my retreat and pray to God for mercy for my infected soul. Elizabeth came to me. She said she felt my pain and rushed to save me. My poor daughter, blinded by rage, intoxicated by the blood of hate. I bit her, she fled, shocked by my betrayal. I laughed and cried as she cursed me. God, how have I betrayed you? Have you abandoned me? My prayers have been heard. I've found the strength to resist the need for blood, the never-ending hunger. My poor Elizabeth, will you ever forgive me? I've heard you now kill and take pleasure in bloodbath, this new progeny of yours. What? She had a kid? An actual kid? You're a victim in all this. What have I done? I swear I will find a way to make amends for what I have done to you. I swear I shall only rest once I know how to appease the blood of hate. Okay, so that was 1712, 1785. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Soul finally agreed to meet in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I like the wit and solemnity of these men. What a symbol to choose, the place where I defeated the disaster, but also the place where I fell. I agreed to the proposition. There, in the sacred silence of the church and under the eye of God, they respectfully listened to me. They acknowledged my victory against this evil creature, the Dust Astro, the eater of stars, who only wished to spread death and pestilence all around her. Since they acknowledged my will to save London in 1666, they heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. Their primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels. According to him, this ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened soul, and purify my blood. Blessed be the Lord, it took me more than 100 years to find a cure for the blood of hate, but I may finally have found it. Soon the rage shall end. Soon I may repair the wrong I did, cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create the artifact. Blood of the purest heart, mixed with the blood of a king. To find such a rare ingredient is not what worries me most. Oh, this is the same thing from about the garlic. I finally managed to find all the ingredients needed to concoct the Tear of Angels. Blood of the purest heart of the fortitude, blood of a king for courage, garlic essence for the painful cleansing. After months of impatience, almost made mad by the hunger, I waited again and again until finally Elizabeth cautiously came to me. As promised, I chained myself to be sure I would not attack her again. What did I hit that time? I had the controller sitting. I didn't recognize my sweet daughter at first, for she was only Lady Blackwood now, the dreadful mistress of the dark, who took delight in slaughter and carnage in France. She smirked as I apologized and cried for what I had inflicted to her. She shouted at me when I tried to explain to her that my bite had infected her. She had given her the blood of hate, now burning in her veins, in her soul. I told her I had found a cure, that I had managed to create one dose of antidote. I gave it to her to give her back her previous peaceful life. That's why she's freaking out. The guy got bit by the Red Queen. She got infected. He used the stuff on her and it cured her. But apparently her blood still has the poison. She came back to me finally, cured, healthy, joyful, my Elizabeth. She told me she had drunk the antidote about a year ago in France after witnessing and taking part in the massacre of an entire orphanage caused by the blood of hate. She destroyed the orphanage that was destroyed that she was basing her life on to make amends. That's when Lady Blackwood died, she said. She promised she would take care of me now. That's all I ask, as I repent for the murdered souls caused by my negligence for more than 100 years. My dearest daughter came back to tell me the good news. She had recently bought a castle in Scotland. She will soon finance the renovation of the castle crypt to provide me a new retreat, far from temptation, far from the noisy, crowded cities. I can't wait to embrace the solitude, find the peace I needed to refrain from killing. God, please give me the strength to resist the urges during the journey from London to my new domain. Before I leave, I should give a copy of these memoirs to the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, without the most shameful and sensible information, of course. Soon I shall leave London to pursue my penance. There I shall find peace at last. That's why the guy said he was going to say goodbye to his son. Blake's here, isn't he?
Drop yourself. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Sir William.
He's approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is
William Marshall. I don't know why I said Blake.
First Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Uh-oh.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
Are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place.
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
That does mean it has come to that.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true...
Come on, we just read the book, Jonathan.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scales, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. Yet my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
No, I cannot. You chose to follow Ascalon's orders. You unleashed an immortal Lucius Dorsey into this already...
Oh my gosh, you're gonna hold that against me?
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes, Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belongs to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, sir.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
Wow.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. And what of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
The blood of
Can you
hate.
speak about them?
The Red...
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Merlin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Merlin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No!
I won't allow this to happen.
As I said, you knew this one's gonna end.
Jonathan, wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
You already have.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to start centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
That's where you're wrong, Elizabeth. Since I murdered my poor Mary after my rebirth, I vowed to never take a life again, and I've succeeded.
I'm not sure I have the strength of character. I'm not like William. I'm not like you.
Let me teach you then. Come with me, my love.
Oh, Jonathan, if only this could be true. I really don't know.
We'll run away. Go to the deepest forests, the highest mountains. Untouched by man, we'll hide in solitude until I find a cure.
Do you trust me then?
Until the end of the world, my love.
I wonder how this is gonna end when I go dark.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song.
Not even once.
Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I wish you a peace duly earned for the centuries yet to come. And they will come. I bid thee farewell, my champion bittersweet. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
I got a little bit better at the end. I still don't like his whole introduction there. It's like, it's sort of almost a deus ex machina for how he was turned into a vampire. Well, we saved London. Oh, it didn't look that good in saving London. Just curious what happens if I click this. Yeah, we're just back here. Okay. That's why they said you can't go back to London after this. Makes sense. Figured we'd look. Well, looks like we'll be starting the dark playthrough next time. Although, we'll see how much I'll be dark. Like, I probably won't go dark right away, since we do want their experience to be even better. But we'll also then see how the ending goes. But I think that's it for Vampyr, at least for the weekend. So tomorrow we will definitely invest more time in a certain presidency of pure evil. Alright. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you either tonight for the continuation of Arkham, or tomorrow as we do Resident Evil 0. Have a great rest of the day.